Hi, all. Back in Horizon Worlds this morning, practicing in our house. Now, I have spent the morning watching a video that is, I don't know, about 21 minutes long. And it's by one of the meta creators. And it was about like when you get your door placed where you want it. This is not exactly where I want it. We'll have to get it exactly where we want it. Um, how to not only be able to go through it, but let's say, and not to open and close, but where as you get close to it, it disappears, and as you walk away from it, it reappears. Um, and so we are going to try what I was watching this morning. Oh, and I found an asset for the whole thing here. It's not animated. And so at least we can bring in all the parts, and then we can learn to animate. So isn't that cool? So that's going to be a lesson in the future. Um, I got a robot here, and we are going to learn to use scripts. This is an asset that you can just go get. Um, and we're going to assign scripts, and we're going to have him like floating around doing stuff or following us or something like that, right? Um, I was trying to make portals down there. I got a little alien down there as a greeter at the table there. Um, I got an entrance thing pulled in. These were all just assets. Entrance thing pulled in that I want to put in place. Let's see what else is floating around here. Um, I pulled in some windows, which will need to be aligned. Uh, what I'll do is I'll make a wall for the bottom. Then I'll set those in place and I'll make an in-between wall, right? And then I'll make a top wall that goes however high we want this floor to be. This is a teleportation pad. See there? Look at that. I guess I hit the, oh no, here. This is a teleporting pad. So you get on it, and we'll have to figure out where we're going to go. We might move him over here and animate him, and he might tell us where this will teleport us. Okay. Um, and so we might want a portal right here up against the wall. So I've got those are our future plans. That's where we're going. I pulled in a door frame. I don't know if we're going to need it or not. These kind of have door frames on them. All right, now I have 4 pages of notes. Oh, I pulled in a dragon, found the dragon, a whole dragon. He's just not animated. So we'll try to learn to animate him. I got this guy down here, and we're gonna have him patrol. That's the plan, right? I pulled in a couple of games. This is gonna be an axe throwing game. We'll figure out how to work that. So I mean, we've got some plans for sure. This is the balcony that we put on. This is an asset. You just pull it in, size it, and get it up against your building. We're talking about assets. Do you remember? You probably don't want to go back to the previous video. So real quick, when you're in build mode, you know how to get into build mode. Let's go out. Okay, that's your joystick on your right hand, and pull it back towards your body, and then point at your left hand and click on the 3 lines and go to assets, and here's where all the assets are. Oh, those are my assets. How did I get to the other assets? Oh, on the bottom right here. Asset library. That's where they are. Okay. And then here's your directories. So like if you want to look for lighting, you click on lights, interior, and then you can click on bedroom and find your bed. I mean, those are when I say I just got them out of here. That's literally all I did. Oh, home background, looky there. Let's pull that in. So you just point at it. Woohoo! For now, let's. Okay, we can't shrink it yet. Uh-oh, uh-oh, what did I knock over? Uh-oh, okay, sitting here might not work. Let's just make it smaller. And let's put it down here. We'll decide where we're going to put it. Probably not this side, maybe that side. Let's move it to that side. And I'm just holding the grip button on my left and out way out from me and pulling it past me or up, depending upon what direction I want to move. Now, we're going to just set that here. Let's make it big enough here. And it's going to go up here, I think. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Let's make it bigger. And we'll snap them together. All right. And let's go look at it. We are up here. Oh, it's not there. Where is it? Oh, it's on this side. I thought it was on the other side. Can we walk? And we can walk into it. Looky there. Pre-built rooms. Okay. Let's go over there. We'll take this window out. We know how to do that, right? Build mode. Back up, turn, point at it, grab it. We'll just stick it out here for now. How about that? All right, now we're going to adjust the size of this. And tell it to snap if we can here. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. I messed up this end. No, I didn't. Okay. All right. Let's go look at it. Oh, how did we get down here? Oh, see, now we've got like a patio cover too. Look at that. So that works out, doesn't it? And see, we've got this patio cover over here. We'll put some furniture down here. We'll lay some bricks or something. And then we'll go upstairs. And we're going to enclose these stairs, by the way. I think we're going to enclose those. So this area might end up being like an exercise room down here. So we're going to need a door coming out over here. Okay, all right, we can do that. Good plans, all good plans. Now, there's our new rooms. We just put those on. Isn't that cool? So we've got a bedroom here. That is cool. Okay, so we'll have to get where that door opens too. Okay, so let's get to the lesson of today. Let's get this door set better. One of them anyway. And let's go look at that. Okay, I still don't think it's touching on this side over here. Um, does it still seem high? A little bit, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, I said snap, and that's where it put it. All right. And let's get a hold of this and pull it out of the way. Well, maybe not. We kind of need it in there. Snap. Snap. Okay. Let's see. What about this one? Snap. Okay. Oops. All right. All right. Let's try the script. Okay. First thing, go into build mode. Bring up the properties menu. Okay, so once you've selected it like that, you know how typically to pull up your properties menu. Let me get rid of this let me move it anyway. Okay. To pull up the properties menu, you hold in the joystick away from your body. All right, so there's our properties menu. Let me get that out of the way here. Okay, so here's our property menu for the door. Right now it's called Haunted House Double Door. It doesn't need to be called Haunted House Double Door. So let's rename it, okay? Let's rename it. To bedroom door. Oh no. No, just a door. We're just going to call it door. Okay. All right, now it's just called door. You see that? So we have renamed it collidable with everything. You see that? It's collidable. It's visible. Those kinds of things. We see down at the bottom, attach script. I did practice with some scripts. I have not mastered it yet. All right, so we've got our door script or property panel up. All right. Now we want to go over here. Let me move this out of the way. And this is just a lighting square. Let me move that out of our way. All right. So back over here, this is our menu panel where we were getting assets. If you go back over here to the build mode, you can go to gizmos and you're going to grab a trigger zone. Snap it down, and a script square. Those are really big. Let's shrink it down. And all right. And it has a property panel that looks like this. It's really big. I got to get it away from me and try to shrink it down here. Wow. All right. Um, it's not working. There. There it did. There we go. There we go. All right, there's our script panel. We'll put it right here. And we want to open up the panel for the trigger. Will it not? Okay. Well, we'll close the door panel. All right. Well, maybe we have to do the script panel first. So the script panel, okay. Open panel in scripts. Script has to be attached to something. So we named it door. Okay. Gizmo trigger. Put it in front of the door so that when the player walks up to it, the door disappears. Trigger properties. We got to open up trigger properties. Okay. All right, so trigger properties. Here's the trigger panel. Attached script. Players. Put it in front of the door. Okay, it's right in front of the door. Attached script. We'll open up the panel. Oh gosh. Did it again. Okay. Now, what this script is supposed to say, I'm looking at my notes when I look over here behind me, okay? Choose door. There should be an object called a door. Well, there's not. Huh. Choose door. Where am I choosing door? Trigger script to open the door. Trigger properties. Attached script. Choose door. Well, I don't see door yet. So there's something we have not done with our door. I thought by renaming it to door, it would just be there. Okay, well, we will have to continue on and we'll have to figure that out, huh? Okay, in the script panel, when entered by player, so let's start by talking about what these are up here, because he didn't really go through all of that one by one. Okay, there's one that looks like that, and if you hover over it, it tells you its actions. He uses that one. And this one is events. He uses it. And he uses the last one here called variables. Now, I think there was a variable, a new variable, and he named it door. And the type is it's an object. Confirm. Now come over here and let's see if there's something here that says door. He kept doing some kind of refresh somewhere. Let me think where he was getting that refresh. It was not here, maybe here. Yeah, right here. That's like a refresh. So this is this menu, and instead of objects or build at the very first where your cubes are and all that, and there's your painting if you're wanting to color something. Well, it's this one, which is a scripting, okay? And then this is the reset button, I guess. This is the pause, if you want to pause everything, and that's the reset. And he does that quite often, so be prepared for that when it happens. Let me move this over here since we might need it on a regular basis. Now, so he goes into actions, and then he says, go down to player events. Those are objects, text, sound, player. Is there one that's called player events? I don't see one that's called player events, so player. And then it's select object visibility to well, I am not seeing. I am not seeing. I don't have the things that he has. See, now that's a problem for beginners, huh? Okay, so it was something about setting object visibility, and you drag it over. Not when, okay. I gotta know whether we get rid of that or not, so I'll have to check on that. Okay, so that that's part of it. Let's see here. I know we did that to false. Well, why? There, false. Okay. But here, instead of self, we got to get something other than self. We got to get the door. Or, yeah, set the door visibility. And we made a door. Okay, go over here and drag this to there. Okay, set door visibility to false. All right, we got our first thing. Okay, now let me turn the page. That's the end of page 1 of my notes. And we've already had questions. Okay, in the trigger properties, under script, when it says, where it says door, it'll show empty. Okay, where was that? Where did that property panel go? This property panel, where is it? Oh, all right. We're going to have to move it so that it does not conflict with that one. And here, see at the bottom where it says attach script door, and then it shows that it's empty. Okay. Click on the property panel of your door, open it up. And drag the cube logo over here and drop it in. Okay, so we need the property panel to the door. Okay. And down here, where it shows door, we drag that over here so that it knows what the door is, the trigger. It's the door. Okay. Now close all the panels, it says. Now in the property panel for the script, so we need to go back over there. Wow. It's got to be not when the world is started, but when the player. Oh, maybe that's where it was. Player events. Okay. When trigger is entered by player. That's what. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Go back. Okay. When trigger is entered by player, the door visibility. Door should disappear. Okay, so that's what we have set up so far. And then when trigger is exited by player, that's next. And we're going to copy this, and he said something about selecting it. Okay, then move it. And turn it to true. Okay, so it'll be invisible when we step into the trigger, and it will be visible again when we come out of it. Let's try it. Okay. The whole thing is just gone, so it's there. Oh, look, when I exit. But if I get back in it, it disappears. Okay, it is working. It is working. The door is there. We come up close to it. It disappears. It's not so it is collidable. Okay. All right. So we got to fix the collidability. That's next. All right. So let's fix that here. So the next thing, open the property panels for the scripts. Go to your Actions tab to Objects, Actions, set object collidability. We need that in a couple places, right? Okay. Door. Ooh. Uh-oh. You can't just copy it. That's right, it's still open. Uh-oh. Why isn't that working? Okay. Okay, this one needs to be at false. Okay, so we went back over to our variables and got our door variable. So now we did the same thing to the collidability that we did to the visibility. And it says there's no error, so it should work. Let's move our area to be in the middle of the door. Okay, let's go try it. All right, so there's a door, there's a door. We come to it, we enter our trigger, it's invisible, and we can go through it. We turn and look, the door is there, and we can get back in. As soon as we get close to it, it disappears, and it reappears. We did it! We did it! All right, that was today's lesson. We can get outside. Now, the next lesson that I'm going to watch today is how to work a door with a key. So that will be the next lesson. Gosh, we added areas here. Well, we just have to add some inside walls and doors and make all of our doors, do all of our doors with whatever we decide to do over here, right? By the time I come back, I will try to have the wall in, um, and everything square, and if you want, I can video that. So leave me a comment if you want to actually see me struggling with that. Um, and you can watch the last video of Horizon Worlds where I am learning, where I put in the downstairs. Let's run down here. That's going to be our greeter. We'll move him around. I plan to put a big window in there. Oh no, what happened in here? Why did the terrain change? This was all set up. There's a couch here, everything. I must have moved the floor and didn't know it. I must have moved the floor and didn't know it. Let's go into build mode and see what's going on downstairs here. Oh, I didn't move the whole building, so I must have moved the floor. Yeah, I must have. Okay, let's see if that's better. All right. Phew, that was kind of scary that everything was gone. Okay. So I'm working on a game over here. Right now, these are just balls to throw, but um, I haven't got the motion worked out yet on them. This room is ready, but I want to do some kind of windows. A window to the balcony for sure, out back, even if it's a couple of windows. I want to put in like stairs going up. So I have plans, and then I have this over here as our entrance. Whoa, I dropped my notebook. This, and we're going to say, get it real close, and then we're going to say, snap, and let it snap into place. And we are going to adjust everything else. Turn off the snap, back over here. Okay, it doesn't want to snap to that. Let's just take it out of there. Oh gosh, nope. and then paint. Okay, that's not what I thought it was going to be, is it? Oh, yeah, that's a grand entrance now, isn't it? Alright. Yep, yep, and I'll get the color right. I'll work that out. I'll work that out. This is great. So there's a place to sign up. You'll spawn in out here someplace, and there'll be maybe this guy instead of the chair. Let's move the chair over here. Uh-oh. What just happened? What just happened? I'm selecting everything but the chair. We'll move the chair over here. Get our robot. He needs to be able to move his arms, so we'll move him back a little bit. Where's his feet? Yeah, yeah. Now he looks more like he's greeting, and we'll put stuff on the table. And the player will have to come over here and maybe get the key or something. That's cool, isn't it? That's great. Looks fine from in here. I guess it didn't have to stick out that far, did it? Okay. That's better, isn't it? That'll cover the walls all the way to the inside, almost straight. Almost straight. Not quite, but pretty close. Okay. Not quite, but pretty close, so make sure you use your snaps. Okay. All right. All right. So that was today's lesson. Next thing is going to be got an owie on my back. Next thing is going to be the key, how to use a key in a door, so that they have to go find the key. Yeah, that's next. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So see how you can't get in the door, but you come over to this one and you go right through. Cool, huh? You don't have to turn a knob or use a key yet. We'll have one of them where you have to use a key. This one you just walk right through. That way we keep it keep our lessons pristine. So that one will have to have a key to get in. What do you think? Should have been just the opposite. Well, we'll switch them. We'll switch them. We'll switch them. Okay. We'll do that. We'll do that. Because where this door is where that will happen. Okay. All right. We can do that before we put the walls in. Gotcha. All right, everybody. I know it took me a little longer to figure it out. Oh, there's the doorbell. Gotta go. Bye.